Bryan Acheampong, good morning to you.
Good morning, Bella.
Thank you so much for joining us, and I hope you're well.
Could be better.
Okay.
Could be better if the facts were put out right.
Okay, so what is it you want to correct? Give us the details.
Well, I think earlier on, before you went on a break, you did make a categorical statement that the government, in effect, has not been fair to cocoa farmers, and that the world market price of cocoa was $3,600.
Okay.
And $3,600, and then government was paying cocoa farmers $1,300.
No, not dollars, cedis.
The fact.
Okay.
Yes.
So what is the fact?
The facts are that what the world market price is today is not and has never been what is paid farmers.
Okay.
What the world market price is today is the forecast that will be used to pay farmers next cocoa season. So the price that is being paid cocoa farmers today, because cocoa is based on a forward sale, and therefore the achieved price of last year, which was $2,200, plus the living income differential of $400, making it $2,600, is what was achieved last year. And with what was achieved, cocoa farmers are getting $1,800 plus dollars, equivalent to 70.3% of what the net FOB, the gross FOB price is.
Okay.
So you cannot base what is being given to cocoa farmers on the current world pricing of cocoa.
Okay.
Next year, because the current cocoa contracts are being sold based on the current world market price. Next year, cocoa season, farmers will realize what the current world cocoa price is.
Okay.
And that has been the standard from day one. Any and everybody in the cocoa industry, including especially the cocoa farmers, know and understand this. So any propaganda to compare what has been paid to them vis-a-vis what the current world market prices is a clear case of a lack of understanding of the facts.
Okay.
And that was what was put out by yourself, and I deemed that we had to correct it.
Well, we were commenting on that based on the forward pricing, because we do understand that when it comes to the pricing of cocoa as well, of course, it is negotiated even before it is ready, for sale.
That's
and
correct.
so that's why we were saying that even at that time, whatever price that has been paid to them, if you look at the current rate now, it's still pretty lower than the current
you can't
rate.
compare that, because at the time that the cocoa contracts were being negotiated, this current price was not a factor.
Okay.
At the time, the cocoa price was $2,200.
Okay.
That was the average world market price at the time, $2,200. And then we added the living income differential of $400 at the time, making it $2,600.
Okay.
All the cocoa board contracts that have been sold, that is the value of it. Of that, farmers have been paid 70.3%. Next year, when we are talking about cocoa pricing, we'll be referring to the current world market price. And definitely, cocoa farmers will be getting a lot more for their buck.
Now, let me give a quick example before you go, and we'll make this very quick. Now, let's talk about even oil sale, for example. Now, there's a price hedging, kind of mechanism that is used as well. And so you look at the price, or you forecast the price at the price that it will be sold maybe in the near future, and that's how you sell it. So if that price, if it goes lower, then you make some profits. If the price of oil goes higher, then you may be making a loss, which is what we were trying to pair with what is happening in the cocoa industry as well.
Do you know what happens in maize? Do you know how silver is traded?
Okay, tell us.
Do you know how bauxite is traded? So you cannot just go and say there's a difference between gold and oil.
Okay.
They are not traded on the same platforms.
All right.
The mechanics for oil and the mechanics for gold and the mechanics for cocoa are completely different.
Okay, all right.
It's not a like-for-like matter.
Thank you so much for your time this morning, Mr. Bryan Acheampong. It's been a pleasure speaking to you. That's the Minister for Agric. I'll just go to Aisha briefly.